Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa and I am your cruise director on the Magical Mystery Tour. What have we got happening? Well, this is one of the looks I've created today. We are going into the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Barely Basics palette. If you want to see this and 3 other looks, stick around. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted to any new uploads, and if you like this video at the end, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's go create some looks. Okay, so we're going to do a few different looks for you, and we will do probably some swatches as well. But as you can see, we have 4 colour stories happening here, 3 mattes in each row and 2 shimmers. So I think first up, we will go into this row. Okay, so going into the shade Leggings, and yes, I did just put my glasses on to read that. Tapping that off and in through our crease. That immediately feels really nice. Easily buildable. That's actually a beautiful shade. Okay, going to deepen it up now with the shade Like. And this is on a smaller brush so that we can tuck it more into that crease. It's been a little while since I mentioned this. Don't forget, because I'm being really specific and I'm trying to build up colour on this, hold it down near the end of the barrel of your brush, and teacup hold gives you more control. Listen, going back into that first shade now, I haven't even stuck my finger in the colour at this point to feel it. We're just straight in to see how it's blending, and it's blending like an absolute dream. I've got to stick my finger in. Not super buttery, but just the right amount. Bring that forward a bit. And now into Holy Grail, which is this burgundy. And tapping that to start with in that outer corner, tucking it there. Look at the pigment in that straight away. We'll see how she blends in a second. Okay, now starting to blend with this. So I've tilted my brush down to allow that blendability to happen so it's not so intense. I'm just tapping at it and it's just going. Like, this is the second colour. I haven't put anything extra on the brush. Just going back over that. And we will do the same with this. Nothing extra on the brush at this point. Oh yeah, she nice. Okay, so I have just done the other eye and added Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk to my waterline. So going in now to under the eye and using Holy Grail as a liner. And you could use her as a really strong liner on the top as well. Because look at that. I'm not going to wing it out because, well, no other reason than I don't want to. If you can hear a noise, Jelly's on the floor behind me on a little blanket and having a little bit of a snore. Okay, now we've got these shimmer shades. This is hashtag, this is a pinky rose. This white looking one up here is a white gold OOTD outfit of the day. I've got to stick my fingers in straight away. You can see that shift is a pink. Oh, that shift. I can see pink. Pink when I'm looking in the mirror here, and it's a yellow, white, gold this way. Before I do that, oh, far out. Going into like to smoke out under the eye. Listen, I don't think it's any secret. I love a good shimmer. I think you'd be more surprised. It's more disappointing when I see a shimmer and I stick my finger in and a reaction like that does not happen. Oh, I can't wait to get my finger into all of them. Okay, now I'm just cleaning off this brush that I used this mid-tone shade in. Cleaning it off because I want to go into the lighter transition. Just because of the shape of this brush, it's slightly flatter. It's not going to fluff out too much. Let's get to the shimmer. Okay, so we'll go into the pink first because we'll use that shifty. Oh, see, even that's nice. That's very Pat McGrath. Really Pat McGrath. Out of the Bridgerton collection, it reminds me of. I reckon I'll pull that out later to do a compare. Oh, look. Oh my. Oh, that is stunning. Oh, look. Oh. I mean, come on, look at it, look at it, look at it. Oof. Okay, OOTD, this pink white gold shift. I'm putting it on. I'm just, see, the camera doesn't do it justice. I'm putting it on a flat brush and going to spray it because, not that it had a lot of fallout, but I want to make sure I get the payoff of this. Can you see that? These shimmers, they are something else. I'm just going to go and finish the rest of this first look and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back with the first finished look. She's really pretty and romantic. Let's look at these shimmers again. What I have noticed so far, super blendable. Probably the most blendable out of all all of their palettes are really blendable, but immediately this was really, really easy to work with. Let's go look at the next colour. Okay, we are going into look 2 now, and today we're going to do this pretty neutral side. So I have prepped my eyes. I haven't done the rest of my makeup yet. There was a little bit of fallout, so I figured I would do this first and then go and finish the rest of my makeup. So going in with the shade Girl Dinner as our initial wash of colour. I have prepped my eyes with my MAC paint pot, of course, in Soft Ochre. And this is lighter than it. So Soft Ochre is sort of a yellowish vanilla-y base. You can just see this is a bit lighter than that. MAC paint pot, they have a lot of different shades to pick from. Painterly is another very popular one that is more pink based. So just don't have to be too fussy with this because it just blends itself. And I'm sort of going just from above my hood all the way up at the moment. Okay, going in now with this really cool toned, using this as a bit more of a concentrated transition. This is shade Share. Tapping it off and really tucking it into my hood to start. Now just remember, we don't just tuck it in there and hope for the best, because look what happens. Where to go? So look straight ahead and blend it out. You have to be able to see it. If you cannot see it, it is not going to be visible to anyone else now, is it? So back and forth with that. We need to come up onto our, if you are hooded in particular, onto our meaty little hood. You need to be able to see it when looking straight ahead. This is super, super neutral. Okay, so I've just done the other eye to match now. Now going in with this darker shade called Looks, and just tapping it on the outer corner. Tucking it into the hood to start with, wriggling back and forth to intensify, and then we diffuse it out and up. So you can see it's more intense in this little area here, right? And then we turn the brush onto the side and start working it up. Now the good thing is, if you're doing your eyes first, you can get real messy down here and clean it up after if needs be. So this is just blending super easily. Now, you know the drill, we've deepened up, so now we work our way back again to blend out. So into the shade Share and just tickling it around the edge. And then back into Girl Dinner. Now, I really want to blow that out. So there is nothing else on here. I'm just literally, and I keep saying it, tickling the colour. Just what it does is it just diffuses it out. These blend super easily too. Now you can see here, I can bring it in. It'll pull in. You can see I'm just gently pulling that in. Pretty happy with where that is at the moment. Now, here's the fun part. That is really I mean, they're all nice shimmers, let's be honest. Let's tap that on. Oh, yeah. You know, you want to say shimmer is where it's at. And they really, really are with Glaminatrix. But let me tell you that their mattes are blending beautifully as well. Oh, God. You can see there is a little bit of fallout. As I said, not a deal breaker. It's not often you see me doing my eyes before I do the rest of my makeup, but this is worth it. So just getting this brush again and nothing else on it, just going around the edge. We haven't added any additional product, but what we are doing is just diffusing the edge here. And then here is, this is like a, I mean, it's a duochrome. There's so many different, so many different reflex on that. So let's see how it goes without wetting it down. She works. Well. What I'm going to do is go and do the rest of my face and come back and finish up under my eyes. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back and nearly all of my face is done. We've just got to finish up underneath the eyes now. So going in with the shade Long as an eyeliner for under our eyes. Now, if you are wondering about what I have got on my face today, I will link at the end of this video the video that has all these products. I have done another look dancing right across the palette with this and a heap of new products, and I am wearing them all on my face today. So we're lined, but we want to soften that. So first we are going to go in with Shame. Shame. Tap it off, look up, and push that up into your lashes and work back and forth to smoke out under the eye. And look at how easy that is. Same on the other side. Just work it back and forth. As I said, push up into your lash line. It'll buff that across and it'll serve double duty and get rid of any creasing you may have under your eye if you're ever worried about that. Now, just grabbing a little pencil brush and going in to Girl Dinner. Tapping it off and tucking that right there and just underneath. Then back into, oh, that was my stomach, back into this shimmer and just over the top of that. Look at that. Now we've just got to add some mascara. Okay, so that is the final look. A couple of different things from the video that I will link at the end of it is that I am wearing Panorama mascara in all of these looks now, and in this particular look I am wearing the lip vinyl in Captivated. It's on my teeth. in the shade Captivated. So that's for this look. This is gorgeous. Like, what a beautiful glam look. I mean, is it or is it not stunning? I'm really happy with that. So let's go to the next one. Okay, let's get going on look 3. I'm not gonna lie, social battery's a bit drained today. I had to attend an event yesterday and spoke to hundreds upon hundreds of people, and today's a struggle. We are going in to the brown row now. So starting with pumpkin spice. Tapping into that. And just using, this is super wearable, this palette. What I have discovered so far. Gorgeous warm tone, blending out, like the others, beautifully. They are buildable. Like, look at that. You could do a one and done with this. Going in now with Comment to deepen up. Just tucking it in. And diffusing it out. That is gorgeous. Just going back in over the edge with pumpkin spice now. Just for the blend. Okay, now in with the deepest tone review. Just packing that in the outer corner. I don't want to go too deep today because it's a Saturday morning that I'm filming this and I'm ducking out to football, but I say that and I'm going to go full glam in any case. Just tilting the brush down now to diffuse out. Okay, going in and just gently tickling over the edge, just in the very, very slightest. And then one last little blend out. I've had a bit of a nightmare over on this side. I don't know what's happened to me. This is not the eyeshadow's fault. I think I had an issue with not having my primer on properly. So I've just sort of, you can see I've just blurred it right out, which I will clean up after, and it'll be fine. Okay, going in with this, look at this. Oh, she's goldy pinky. The shade is Viral. She is fiery. Just tapping that on. Oh, I mean, can we just, these shimmers are a showcase. Are a showcase. Absolutely. Okay, before I do anything else with my eyes, I'm going to clean up this a little bit and I'm going to go do the rest of my face and then I'll be back to finish it off. Okay, we are back to finish off under the eyes. I've cleaned that up as you can see. So let's line away with Review. We're only going to go like the other one. We're only going to go halfway, pretty much to our pupil. With this one today. And then I think, given the time of day that it is, we will go back in with pumpkin spice and keep it fairly innocuous. I say innocuous, but you know. Just remember, if you worry about creasing under the eyes, this sets everything and it'll stop you ending up with creases, because essentially it's down to that eyelash level. You can hear noise in the background. The household is up and about and getting sorted for the day. We're busy. Okay, going in with DIY. Let's have a look. This is, it's hard to describe, slight little pinky. I've got into the wrong one, that's why. Did I use the wrong one the other day? FYP? Yeah, I did. Possibly. Okay, let's go in here. Having a moment. Oh, I know why I'm getting confused, because I do believe I used this in the look where I danced all around the palette, which I will link below, because it has pretty much my base as well. I mean, this is just, this palette is so easy to use and so fun to use in that it is sort of like a basic-y neutral, stick to your rose, and I just enjoy seeing the colours dance around. I'm just going to do my mascara. So that is it. That is the third look. God, those tones. If you like warm, neutrally colours, you're really going to like this. So, zoom in again. Love it, love it. Let's go do the last look now. Okay, so we are back with the final look, and you can betcha that I was saving what excited me most of all for last. These are so my jam, these colours. So let's not mess about. Going straight in, look at this colour with the shade Scrunchy. Oh, love these. Sort of put on an appropriate colour, did I not? Just straight across. Yeah, immediately loving that. Oh. If you have hazel green eyes like I do, sort of hazel with a bit of green, mainly brown, but they're, well, see, confusing myself. They're actually an olivey green, and this immediately pulls the colour leaning more to this. I used to call my eyes puce. Not very flattering to myself, hey? But look at that. If we zoom right in, that's the colour of my eyes. Okay, now going into the shade Subscribe and tucking that in here first. Oh, yeah. If I ever created a palette, you can betcha there would be these types of greens in it. I've got a few different palettes now. Jelly is once again down behind me, looking like a little potato. Look at that colour. Oh, I love it. Just bringing it forward. So I've tucked it right in and then diffusing it up and out, building up that colour. And bringing it forward now. And once I get to the high point, if you've got really hooded eyes and you've got a lot of eye space, and it should work even if you don't have a huge amount of eye space, but once you get to that central point straight above your pupil, don't curve it down and around, come straight across from that high point. Because what it will do is it will lift up the inner corner. Glaminatrix. I can feel my heart racing. Okay, now going into the shade Hall and tapping that on the outer corner. So these tonally, obviously the depth goes a bit deeper each time. Oh, they work so well together, but these all work really well. Like obviously, even just getting rid of, trying to work out the easiest way to do this, we get rid of that area and that. Look at that. Is that not the yummiest looking little 9-pan that you've seen right there? Look at this. Now just working this shadow. I mean, I can't even deal at this point. Just gently. Now working our way back through the shades, just right on the edge of that. And then over the edge of that again with the lightest transition shade. These both just have it on there. This is slightly fluffier, which means the colour payoff is not as intense, and I haven't added any to it. I'm just using that to blend it out. Because we're doing our makeup first, you can blow it right out. And not have to worry, because you can clean it up after. So I'm really happy with where we are at now. Let's go into the shade Engagement. Look. Now I used this in another video, which I will link below, which is a new products, and that also has in it most of the products that I'm using on my face. So any products that I've swapped out will be listed below under various looks, but most of the base products will be in this video. Look at this shimmer. Isn't this the nicest, slightly greeny gold? Oh, look at it. And then just grabbing this brush, no extra product on it, just over the edge there to create that little bit of depth back to it. I'm really happy with where that's at. I'm just going to go and do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back to finish off the eyes now. So going into Hold again to line under the eye. These are amazing shades. Look at it. I'm just going to just stamp that on the outer corners like a little bit of a wing. And didn't quite put enough on this one. Okay, so you can see we've stamped in a bit of eyeshadow as eyeliner. Grab your finger and pull, and that will wing it out for you. There you go, that's better. And then just tap over the edge with your finger. It's the easiest way for me to get any form of wing, to be honest. Now going in with a flatter brush, and we'll go in with our first transition shade, the shade Scrunchy, and we'll use that to smoke out under the eyes. I might just go in actually between the two. Try not to stab yourself in the eye with the brush. And again, the two. Look up, just work it into the lashes. Back and forth. If that darker shade seems too much, just really angle your brush like nearly vertical and really work it in there. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. Now, we have this shimmer, GRWM, Get Ready With Me. So, can you see the shift in that? Obviously these are all sort of like icy whites. This has got the slightest little green. I'm just stamping it with my finger initially. Straight into the corner. Again, on this side, you can use a brush as well. And I will now grab this brush just to show you. Oh, look at it. I mean, people, can we just take a moment to appreciate I've been shallow breathing for days because of this. Yes, yes, that might be making me unwell. Okay, I'm just going to grab a little bit on my pencil brush of the lighter shade of Scrunchy and just tuck directly under my tear duct. Oh, look at that. Now, just grabbing this brush that we used on the outside, and I'm just swirling it over the edge just to add the slightest little bit of depth back on the outer corner and to create some depth in that shimmer and a bit of a blend. I'm just going to go put some mascara on now. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm just going to shut my eyes. I mean, look at these colours. They work so well with the colour of my eye. I knew I would love this. I knew I would love it. I'm not going to do swatches. If you have got this far, thank you so much. I'm not going to do swatches. So this is live now as of 3 p.m. Monday, Australian Eastern Standard Time, at 7 p.m. over on Instagram, which is linked down below. At 7 p.m. tonight, I will be doing a live sip and swatch of these. So grab your bevy of choice. That can be a hot chocolate if you want, and come and have a look. For those of you that don't watch this until after that, it obviously will be posted as well. So if you haven't checked that out, head over and do so. These are gorgeous. I mean, what do I love about them? The name, Barely Basic. It is barely basic. It suits it so well. It's a really, really special, gorgeous palette that's got these amazing shimmers, but these mattes are incredible in themselves. It's such a gorgeous palette that is pretending to be a barely basic palette. If you are scared to try colour, then this is a really good way to try. It's got something for every colour tone in there. If you do like your warm neutrals, rosy colours, the greens that I like here, cool tones. It's got a bit of something for everyone in there. If you are nervous about playing with colour, this is a really nice way to get into that. And then of course, these shimmers. This is beautiful. Team at Glaminatrix have done so well. I do have a couple of palettes that I want to compare that with over on Instagram as well. So don't forget to head on over there. If you have liked this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you are not a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe. Again, I can't wait to see what else they come out with, because these are some of the best on the market at the moment. That could probably well be my favourite palette of the year so far. Until next time, my friends, don't forget to tell your mum, tell your sister, tell your friends, come along, hang out, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to head over to Instagram tonight at 7 p.m. Until next time, take care. Bye.